right, there we go. Now I gotta just every damn time I do it, don't I? Oh no, okay, it's down.
All right, there
nope,
we go.
It is not.
Now I gotta just every damn time.
There we go. Okay, sorry guys, we're all set now. Stop laughing. They're laughing in the back room. That's terrible.
Welcome to the episodic tale of old people trying to operate modern tech. I'll be your witness.
We're doing the best we can here.
Yeah,
right. All right, let's go ahead and get it. Let's see. We got some people coming in. No, we don't. It would have been nice. There's people watching. That's good. I think it's just us four. All right, today's the big one. What's going on, Isaac? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Isaac?
Top. Welcome. Today's the big one for us. This is the Meet Your Leadership one. We're bringing in the guys. Most of you know already. Hopefully, you know we got Clash of the Titans coming up February 3rd through the 5th. That is our big national event, national MilSim event happening down in Immokalee, Florida, at the Force Center. We're going to go over some more of the details and all that kind of stuff. So no reason to wait around any longer. Without further ado, let me bring on in.
Drum roll, please.
Here we go. All right, gentlemen, you guys are live. Welcome to the limited audience. Hopefully more and more people join in. For those of you that don't know, let's see if I can get the pointing correctly. All the way over there, we got Freddie Flux. I did it already. I read his name.
Yeah.
All right.
Nailed it.
Freddie from VFA. That's all right. Whatever, man.
I'm just the hammer, bro.
And we got Dale Papka down here. Dale, most people have no idea why you're here, so why don't you let us know why you're showing up right now.
Freddie, take it away.
Oh, well, the real reason is Sal couldn't face me, and so he had to call in the heavy guns. And so, Dale here, he goes back to the old days, young days.
Yep.
And he was a commander, and there's, military life, right, guys? Dale, you know about that all too well. So military life comes into play, and sorry, Sal, you little chicken shit. Dale, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to get to face you. It's gonna be awesome. My very first MilSim, Papa, was facing this guy. Actually, I think I had a 3-day turnaround. They're like, "Oh, you're not company commander. You're the commanding officer. Oh, you're going against Dale Papka." And that was my first MilSim as a CO with Eastern at Bone Strike in Mississippi.
Yeah. Yep. That was a good
cool
time. Areas were popped.
So that brings us pretty well full circle right now. Then that's actually pretty cool.
It does. Yep.
Welcome, Tats. Tats, stick around for this one. This is the one I was telling you about that I wanted you to be here for, to make sure that you get the guys on down here. That's awesome. And Dale, you obviously don't look like Sal. You're much slimmer version. And why are you here instead of?
Well, his head just can't quite fit in the screen, so the screen to speak with you. Man, I don't know. I just you always got to have a B team, the A team, your show pony. Okay, show ponies away. Now you get the guys that are going to lift the weight, planning and do the actual execution here. So running against Freddie that first time at Bone Strike, brings to the fight a maneuver, an attitude, of experience, and I love it. Freddie's got the mindset, hey, I'm not just going to sit and command. Holy moly, it's the dark night.
All you can do is say his name 3 times and he appears, apparently.
Oh, shit.
Beetlejuice. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
Yeesh.
All right.
So more importantly, No, I think it's awesome that Dale's willing to come out of retirement like Apollo Creed and throw down, man. Dude, I'm excited. We'll see if we can get a defense bill passed and my training schedule can get freed up. But no, dude, I was excited because when I was like, hey, Papa, let's figure this out. Let's try to find, let's try to get some Army Navy, I said, yeah, dude. Hey, man, I can't make it. What? Yeah, but I think I have somebody. I think I have somebody that can make it and is a Florida man original. So let me go see if Dale. And Dale had just happened to be at my house at the time, and I went, "Hey, man, can you make it?"
So Dale was out of convenience. It wasn't out of choice.
No.
Dale's here. Why not? This title, Dan.
Fuck you, Dale.
Hey, so no, Dale was my first choice, my go-to choice because he's commanded before. The AO, I think we always wanted to get more of the guys out there to see that AO. Mm-hmm. Papa, it. Freddie, you've seen that AO, the quality of it, the expanse of it, the huge size of it. It's like, man, more of our guys have got to see this AO, and they've got to see how it's used. This last event. I mean, Freddie, you were with me, man. We had a blast.
Yeah. Now let me roll back just real quick here so everybody can understand my true and pure anxiety and stress. A little bit of my tiny little heart broken momentarily. There I am, the young burnt out man I am. A husk of a man. I'm at Series Viking. It's the end of the day, the last day. Tired, but I'm waiting around so I can shake the man's hand and say goodbye. And he says, "Wait for me." I believe it was more like this, but I don't recall exactly. He said, "Wait for me, Papa. I have orders for you." No, he said, "I want to talk to you about something." I said, "Okay." So we go for a walk, and he says, "We need another event down there. Let's get another event down to prison." I said, "Okay." Yeah. He said, you throw an event down there, I'll be down there." I said, "You promise?" He says, "You put an event on down there, I promise I'll be down there." This is a quote, not a paraphrase.
No, I said that.
And I said, "Okay, boom." And as soon as we shook hands and I walked away, as soon as it happened, I found him and I said, "Get the right." And he goes, "Why?" "Because I have the game." And without Sal knowing, I immediately chose him to be a CO. Didn't tell him yet. No, he just promised me he'd be there, so I figured, why not? And then I'm like, all right, this has to really be good. So I had to find someone, right? Now, I'm looking around, and I'm thinking, okay, we need, I need heads of state. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for guys there. Okay. And I didn't know the rivalry first between Freddie and Sal. That was not where I knew first. No. I didn't know about it. I actually spoke. So I tried to get a hold of Bo. I don't know if anybody knows that or not. I tried to get a hold of Bo. And I talked to Crisper. I'm having a chat with Crisper, and he goes, no, man. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Because you need to get with Freddie." I said, "What are you talking about?" And that's what he tells me, that, for all these years, Sal ran a CO, and the next Overwatch that was supposed to happen, Freddie was going to be the CO, and it was going to be Sal versus Freddie. That's what it was going to be. I was like, oh, shit. And all of a sudden in my head, I go, Sal versus Freddie, Army, Navy, VFATC. I'm like, there are so many ways that this thing can cross. I'm like, that is beautiful.
Cross.
So
have hate and vengeance as the helm of each sentence and statement. Yeah.
So I'm feeling so empowered by this. I get a hold of Freddie, and Freddie's like, "Grr!" And I'm like, okay, no, that's squid for yes. And I get a hold of Sal, and he's like, "Absolutely, I'm in, I'm down, let's do it. I got it." Yep, absolutely. So I build this neat little logo, and I got this thing built up, and I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm teasing it out there, and I drop it. Bam! Clash of the Titans. Sal and Freddie. Bang, there it is. The very next day, I get a message. "Hey, Pop, I can't make it." Are you serious?
Hey, worst day of work ever lately. Okay.
So I'm like, I literally just announced it. I'm thinking about what am I going to do? How's this going to happen? What am I going to do here?
It looked like a water boy crashed into a pool. I mean, just water, wet works everywhere. Heartbroken, devastated.
And then so now we got to find how we're going to do this. And then now, mind you, I'm waiting. I'm trying not to be a pest. Literally said, I don't mean a pester.
You
trying not to be a pest. He said, I think Dale's going to do it. I'm like, okay, cool. 2 days later, Dale can't do it. Now I'm like, what are we doing? The very next day, to bring me out of my bipolar episode, Dale can do it. God bless you, sir. And then the follow-up, just so everybody knows, the follow-up is, and I'm going to be his S3, which means in some semblance, there still will be Freddie versus Sal.
So if I can make it, I'll be his S3. I'll run his talk for him. If he lets me out of the talk, I'll go, run. Yeah. He's like, fuck you. You ain't leaving the talk. Excuse me. You ain't leaving the talk. So, hey man, dude, I would tell you, it's kind of, wait, I'll just say this. It's a coincidence that the Army Navy game, that the Army decided to go with the 1st Armored Division uniform. And there's Dale Papka, 1st AD veteran, Sal, 1st AD veteran.
Yep.
Man, harbinger of success. No, anyways.
See, again, Tan just looks Gucci, man. They'll show up looking great, and then Navy's just gonna fly over, dump its shit, and fucking get out of the way.
Why do I just get a flashback of a Gitmo barge leaving to people water? Anyways, what do you guys do with the trash? We dump it. Go Army, sink Navy.
Don't worry, we can sink ourselves.
They're called submarines. That doesn't count.
Dale, I don't know if you knew this or not. Sal, I know you know this. Freddie, I know this. I have acquired it, and I went with the entire AO, including the airfield. From end to end, what used to be called the ISO camp is now called the villages. Where vendor row used to be, where the barracks used to be, all of that is now all in play. So you're actually getting to play in those areas as well.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. There's new. Hey, listen, you told me to do something. I did it.
Oh, hey, I'm going to show up to an event. And, we better make it grand. Just something exceptional. Yep. Something really seen before. Better open the whole field. Sal, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think that's awesome, dude, because now you're adding AO that we've never played at.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that was, I'm very close with, the guys that run CQC down there. Josh runs CQC. He and I have been talking about doing cross training. He's bought a bunch of airsoft stuff for me to train for his real steel guys. He wants to get in. He wants to play the event. So we've talked about getting that open and using a lot of that, because if you remember how that whole layout is, there's a lot of door kicking in there. It's a lot of close quarters stuff like that. Yeah. And so we're playing from there. What they've done is there's a lot of back entrances as well now. So there's actually a back gate to the prison. So you can go from you can exit out of the back of ISO camp, exit out of the back of the villages, and there's an entire path that runs the entire length of the prison, and you can get into the back of the prison now, or continue all the way down to the airfield. So all of that is now open. That entire area is now open.
Wow.
All right. And some of you might be asking, but that's a large area. This is a good time for a segue.
I think it is.
That's a large area. What if I get killed on one side and my respawn is somewhere completely else? Good question. It's a fantastic question. One of the things that we're implementing that I don't think I shared with you, any of you guys yet, so this will be the first time we share it. We are actually giving both sides 3 mobile aid stations. And the way that works is these are actually deployable. They are set up. They're green and tan. Actually, I think I got green and brown because they didn't have tan.
Close enough.
Single. Write it down. Single. They're the single pop-up shower style, camping shower. And in order to utilize them, it could be any size squad, doesn't matter. 4-man, 40-man, doesn't matter. And it just have to open it, deploy it, and there has to be at least one medic within 50 feet of it, and it becomes a mobile aid station. So now, if you've got an entire squad fighting an engagement, somebody gets killed, just drag him back. As long as the medic's there, mobile aid station. In order to move it, just have to collapse it back down to the little disc it is, carry it on its way. It can be stolen, so it can be captured. Once it gets brought back to whatever CP, it gets returned, but it can be captured.
So, and this is one of our rulings under a section we've added called Logi deployments.
Yes.
So that's just one of the so far 2 for sure variables or pieces of kit or toolkits for each CO to utilize during the game to add more dynamic and not invasive, but more, I would say, useful additives for the amount of space we're utilizing for the event.
Right.
So under our Logi deployments, we have mobile aid stations, and then we have...
Hang on, wait. I think let's see if we've got questions first.
Questions and answers.
Hey, Donna. Hey, Tom. Jonah, I don't have my glasses on. Damn it. Steve, it's not a TCA event.
What a compliment.
Obviously, that you can see some of the influences here, though, but yes. Did you guys have a question about any of that? I'm sorry.
We're actually Sal's guests on his podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa. Thomas Penland had a question. Will the main road be usable by technicals?
You can use the main road to travel. There is no engagement on the main road, though. So you can travel, but no engagement whatsoever. We will have,
Thomas.
Both sides, all driven by admins. Both sides will have utility vehicles. So these will be used, and we're going to talk about those in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
These are going to be used for equipment drops. And both sides we're going to have a roaming, at least one, if not two, CAS evac. So your casualty evac is just constantly roaming. You don't even have to call for it. It'll be there. So it's all of that is run by the staff. So you don't have to worry about anybody doing anything wrong, driving too fast. None of that right there. There's no penalty there. Yes, sir.
Are these going to be admin assets or are they going to be commander assets? Like, am I going to have control of your staff that's driving the vehicles, the UTVs,
the utility vehicles? Yes.
So if they're just going on like a loop-de-loo, or if we actually
the CAS evac is just on the loop.
So there's what we're talking about, two distinct vehicles here. There's the deployment vehicles for command to utilize, and then there's the staff vehicles that will do Logi deployments, that will do CAS evac. So two sets of vehicles, if you will,
all driven by staff.
Yes,
but the deployments is controlled by you.
Yes.
Yeah. When you call in the grid coordinate, I need this dropped. There it goes. So you'll have that. And that does lead us into one of the next things, which I think is really cool. Along with that, you're going to be able. This is a first for at least this AO. You're actually going to be able to physically manipulate the AO. By that, we're providing you the opportunity for deployment of soft and hard cover. So we're getting 2 different colors. So there's going to be 2 different camos that represent green and tan. Camo netting, different lengths, certain lengths, and the poles that go with it, as well as some plywood. You call it up, it gets dropped for you. So those of you that have been there before, that big giant field that is actually as you're facing the prison, to the left of the prison, but it's between the prison area and the farm. That giant field that, unless you do something in it, is not even playable because it's wide open. We're making it playable. You can actually do bounding cover by providing your own cover with it, with doing utility drops.
Yes. This is another section under Logi deployments or logistical deployments.
Yep.
It is an issue we've seen with other event producers and even ourselves from North versus South is there is underutilized space simply due to the absolute void that is the location. Allowing for command to have, again, more of a toolkit to better have advantage over the enemy is to... This is an advantageous position. Hypothetically, I've been given a 2-hour timeline to secure this location. I think it'd be good to deploy a mobile aid station here, or maybe I'll deploy some harder soft cover here, giving the command structure tools to better take resources and locations from each other.
Okay.
Okay.
The silence is reassuring, gentlemen.
Hey, no. Hey, I think it's awesome. I think coach is getting visions of a dude running around with a wrench building turrets.
This is something we really thought a lot about. I hate seeing unutilized area. It just sitting there for no good reason.
Add variables to the game.
Yeah.
Add wrenches, literal wrenches into the engine of your opponent. I mean, this is going to be fun and great.
Yeah, as of right now, we've decided each side's getting 100 feet, 4 sections of the camo netting.
Okay.
And it's 5 feet tall, so I can't see over it.
Yes.
It's okay. You can laugh at that. I can't. And you're gonna get one half of that will be you'll have enough to cover one half of that with hard cover. So if you want to take 50 foot of plywood and 50 foot of camo and make it all hard cover, you're welcome to do it. But you're only getting the limited supply to make hard and soft cover and do your bounding maneuvers.
Which also, too, with these Logi deployments, it's really going to rely on top to bottom command for control, for communication. If your teams aren't working in tandem with command, you're just sleeping on all these wasted resources that could change the entire battle. I mean,
Yep. Agreed.
But we've seen that in previous events at that location. We've seen where opportunities were missed when players weren't, putting in good stuff. Like, hey, there's a trench over here. That time me, you, and Rachel came attacking out of that trench line, Freddie. I was like, this is a really good spot. Like, just,
So, I have to be honest. The reason I asked Bulldog after Doomsday, last event there, the Overwatch, that was demoralizing for the other team. Like, I felt so sorry for them. We were running. I mean, Sal was getting his reps in. That's what he was doing. We were just repping this same section of the AO. And I looked at Rachel and I was like, this kind of makes me want to come back and kick Sal's ass, or at least try. Because but that's the reality. I mean, he's done it to me at Centurion events. He'll get into a position and you'll just see that bird come out, and you're just like, yes, sir, I will do anything you want, sir. The big swing in the door, that huge tactic you taught me. Like, he's taught me so much. And so the opportunity to come in here and learn even more, because I've been running kind of side by side or watching him do his thing, but now I'll actually get to face it. And I think that's
you got to face Dave Escobar. And I've always said Dave is a master tactician. I think the Army lost out on that one by not giving him an opportunity to command a tactical battalion, but such as it goes. But that dude, man, he's way better than I am. I learned from watching guys like him. But what I want to do is this is kind of a blessing, because Dale's another one of these guys that's a strategist. Guys don't know Dale Papka. He is a paratrooper. You've served in all types of formations, from up in the Arctic, freezing your ass off in Alaska. In the 82nd, you were in a heavy formation, 1st Armored Division. I'm talking you up, Dale, because it needs, your peers. The view of a peer is like, Freddie, you said a lot of nice things about me, but let me really talk about my battle buddy. Dale has a ton of experience, and then, oh, by the way, he played airsoft. So, but you've commanded, you've played at TCA games, you've played at the local games, you've seen just about all type of player activities, player actions.
Yep.
The AO piece is the one thing you don't know, and I'm trying to move things around to where I can get there and be your S3 and kind of give you a read on the battlefield. Hey, boss, this field. Hey, boss, this intersection. Hey, boss, this. To me, it's going to be a great opportunity to support and advise and assist a commander, because I haven't had that rep in a long, long time. And so that'll make me a better advisor. And so I'm excited to do that. I'm also excited to see who jumps on board Team Army. You know, I know all the Marine vets in the crowd are like, shit. Do I join Freddie? Do I run with Dale and Sal? Fuck. What do I do? What do I do? Either way, it's going to be a great time. Okay. But if you got a UAS, join Team Army. No. Okay. So, yeah. So I think it's going to be exciting to give you the read, Dale. Hopefully, I can be there and give you the read and go, hey man, bad stuff's happening here. Fort Kick-Ass is getting demolished here.
Yeah.
You know, you have decisions to be made. I'm excited for that aspect. And then the other half is, Freddie, you have, since I met you at Broken Dagger, it has been awesome to see you grow as a player and grow as a leader and herd cats with the best of them.
Absolutely.
So I think, and now you know the ground. So that's the best part, Freddie. And then you're going to bring the guys that just want to slay cats with you. And, you know, I think it's Florida, man. So 2 Florida guys, it's like 2 snakes. Anyways. So
I'm out here trying to gain hearts and minds in Florida, man. Getting out there.
yeah.
I'm on my campaign.
I gotta tell you, as soon as I mentioned it to the 2 of you, immediately when I at Operation Deliverance up in Georgia, I announced it at the raffle, and instantly I hear from the background, I hear Freddie, join green, go green, guys, go green. Like immediately he's casting out, and he's bring them all in. So he's already started recruiting. I got to let you know, he's already started recruiting. So you guys might be behind the curve a little bit.
You know what? The players. Here's one thing. I'm so connected at the ground level, and I mean, like that's my military background. I was in E5, so running the ground game was what we did, and we always had the answers. We always knew, you know, what to say, what not to say, and to come into these events. I think it's really just taking care of your guys, and that's part of the experience that I enjoy is taking care of the guys. Some of them piss me off more than you can believe, and it's just like, dude, like you're so selfish. But then again, we're not in the military; we're in airsoft, so I have to remember that maybe that dude doesn't want to play this way. So how do I give him words of encouragement? How do I motivate him to play his way, but in my world? And so, like, I think that's the big win with this whole herding cats thing is if you can jump into a MilSim game and you can lead 200 cats, I can go to any job and manage one boss. Yeah, and I think that's a huge takeaway from airsoft is it's learning how to manage people, and it's a great experience. Yeah. And I keep coming back for it. So,
yep, and not everybody. You can't use a blanket leadership style. Little ADD. Hey, look, shiny, fast, shiny, and this person might be the steady, like big words, little words. So, and like we were talking, people don't sign up to go stand guard in an open field for a day and a half. That's not why they do this. They want to get out. They want to get their trigger time. Hey, look at all the action. Yeah. So you got to balance. Okay, this element, whole half hour, then I'm going to put you back in the fight and just rotate them through because I keep their attention and keep them in the game. Otherwise, they're going to drift off and find some trigger time. You're right, Freddie. It's a balance. You can't just do
Bulldog and I were talking about it. Bulldog and I were talking about it earlier on. Exactly that. A lot of guys join. Like the majority of people I meet that play airsoft do because they want to be lone survivor. They want to be, they want to be American Sniper. They want to be 12 strong. They want to be all those things. But they want their opponent to get up afterwards. They don't want to go to jail for murder. This is, they want to be able to do those things and emulate that without having to be out. They don't necessarily, MilSim Airsoft is different than, MilSim West does what they do is true MilSim. It really is. I remember pulling guard. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to shoot people and then shake their hand afterwards. That's what I want to do. But I want to do it in as much of a military simulation as possible. I don't want to play speed QB. So this is that nice crossover. If I can join the Love Fest for a minute, for me, everything that's happening right here, I know that this is really, at least in my time in 9 years I've been in airsoft, first time I've seen guys come together like this. We've got upper echelon players, owners of companies, guys that are known, and we're bringing them together, which for me is an honor to be able to do. Sal, my son Dom, was like, he used to talk about you all the time before I ever even went to a TCA event. I knew nothing about it. And then being able to grow myself, and 5-6 years ago, I had ideas that some people said would never happen. Can't do it. Airsofters aren't like that. They don't want none of that. And I refused to believe those kind of things. So I kept doing, and grew the community that grew with me. Yep. It was, and it's become such an amazing thing that now I actually got that next little level, and I can add more and add more and add more. And I really do appreciate all of you guys being a part of it. And just to kind of point out the obvious, although there's playful banter and all that happening, there is so much respect in just these 4 squares right here. It's unbelievable. And I really want to point that out, because that's the biggest deal to me with all of this that's there.
When we talk trash to each other, especially in the military, it's a sign of respect. I usually won't give you a time of day or talk trash with you if you're not worth my while. And so, like, I think the MilSim world has kind of taken that, although the keyboard warriors definitely rock harder than anybody. But yeah, the whole me more thing, the trash talking and all that, dude, I'm the bad guy, so to speak, right? I'm always wearing the green camo. I'm always the underdog. I always got something smart to say. I'm always pissing somebody off in the right kind of ways. But dude, at the end of the day, like, if you can't laugh and make fun of yourself, you should find a different hobby. You definitely should.
So Will Bartley, memological warfare. I was like, dude, you need to copyright that. Like that's awesome.
That is really funny. Yeah,
it sounds like a neurotoxin.
Yeah, it's like
there's some of the things that are going to be happening to bring it back around a little bit. Again, I said it earlier, and I've said it to you guys privately as well. Although this is going to be as professional as any event goes, it's still DEO, and we do like to bring some levity to things. So it's going to also be fun for the players, and we always make sure that.
Yeah.
Freddie's doing his part to do some of that. I believe we're having a mobile discotheque or something of the sort. I don't know what he's planning on, but we're gonna have some fun in the parking lot. It's gonna happen. Don't you worry.
I actually just put in phone calls today for a dunk tank and a bounce house. So if we get Dale in the bounce house and we get Papa in the dunk tank, it's a win-win situation for me.
It's got to be the Millennium Falcon bounce house. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm canceling the pink pony then.
Hey, there was a couple games, Freddie. You remember where after the evening shift or whatever, I'd drift over and I'd go over to Freddie's tent and like, hey, here's some bucks, and we're sitting there eating. Someone snapped a picture and they're like, "Be talking your enemies," and like, "Fuck you, I'm eating." Like, don't interrupt. So, but going back to that, it's just, I mean, grown up together. At least I have. We've grown up together in airsoft. Always a pleasure. Whether I'm advising Freddie, Ed, of course, working for Sal is highs and there's lows and there's highs. We get when your soldiers stop bitching and complaining, either respect or they've lost all. They don't even. I really enjoy, pulling the players in, getting them involved, but just talking to you guys and hanging out with you guys. That's the real reason I come out and do this. It's camaraderie and the banter. I love it. I dig it. My wife hates it. I don't know.
When we were all going around the Thanksgiving table telling each other what we're thankful for, as the filthy civilian in the group, the camaraderie for all of us is monolithic. It's infectious. You almost can't avoid wanting to be a part of the community. I go to LARPs, MilSims all over, and whether it's some guy dressed up as like a tier 1 operator or somebody with a wiffle ball bat saying, "I'm going to stop you, near dweller," there is this really awesome connect across the entire spectrum. And it takes
Yep.
It really does take the love of the figureheads that are doing their absolute best to push it forward and fight the naysayers to keep it going productively and positively.
I have to show this, by the way. That's actually really funny. Sorry,
Thanks,
Dale.
for
I
your-
had to put it up there. Had to put it up there because
Wow.
that is really funny.
Way to kill my speed.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
amazing.
That's super funny. Thank you, CRISPR. Thank you, CRISPR. To compound some of the camaraderie and things like that between VFA and the Battle Buddy Initiative, we've got multiple players, veterans and kids actually being sponsored to come down and play. It's between the camaraderie, we're doing what we can with this silly little sport to try to help out others as well.
Mhm.
That's something that I got drawn in by it. Helping the kids, all this kind of stuff.
Being
There's so much-
mentors, being leaders, yeah.
In 9 years, I've probably played the equivalent of 1.5 years and have worked airsoft the other 7.5.
You're being awfully
Yeah.
generous with the half.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't. I love that piece of it even more. But we've got so many people that are coming and doing what they can, and now's my time to piss some people off.
Here's an excellent question from Thomas Penland before you.
Look, I literally was getting ready to say that.
Yep. Segue.
Okay, so limitations like numerous of the
Numbers of the
It says-
vehicles allowed
says
for each
numerous,
side.
by the way.
Numerous.
Ah.
Thomas,
Number of vehicle. Okay.
you fool. No.
So no, I'm not going to limit the numbers. I don't need 17 on each side. That's ridiculous. But I don't think I've ever seen too many at any event where there was too many.
Here's the realistic answer. It will be at the staff's discretion.
Yeah.
There you go. I promise you, Tan isn't lining up with 23 decked out Humvees with the 3D MMP 50 cals HPA ready to come roll. So
We
we're
know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
And we're not getting any air support, so you're all screwed. That's what I tell the players. I'm like, we got no vehicles. They got 2 platoons more than us, and we got no air support. So guess what? Get me some objectives.
That's when you're aiming that way. We've seen it. We've all seen it. You got guys running around just wanting to shoot each other. Meanwhile, there's guys that are actually going after objectives, and in the end, the score tells a story. So
Yeah.
One of the differences that we have, and we actually discussed this again a little bit more. One of the differences that we have with our technicals at this event versus a lot of other places is that while the vehicle is in motion, the only gun that can shoot is the top-mounted gun. That is the only gun that can shoot.
And to be specific, the turret-mounted weapon.
Yes. Yeah. That is the only gun that can shoot while in motion. Vehicle stops, I don't care. Vehicle stops, you got door gunners, they can shoot out. That's all well and good. People get out, get 10 feet away from the vehicle. I don't want anybody leaning over vehicles, using them as covers, nothing like that, because if that vehicle takes off, you're not going to run 10 feet away.
And just a side note on that, the safety gunner is also the vehicle commander, aka directions for backing up, keeping guidelines in check with player interaction, making sure players are keeping a safe distance, watching players mount and dismount. Thomas.
I've told everyone who's asked me directly about vehicles. One of the big things that you need to know, we are going to scrutinize every single technical on the field more intensely than I've seen anywhere else. My feeling about vehicles is this: they are there to enhance the game.
Yes.
If they're causing problems, they're gone.
Let's just say this. We will have a designated parking spot for the vehicles that elected to be naughty for Christmas this year.
Yeah.
And after they get in the second time, who knows if it's getting back out on the road.
No, Thomas, no P90 drive-bys.
Thomas, you are part of the problem. You are the reason why rules are written. And quite frankly, I'm embarrassed to know you. No.
Yeah. That's probably that right there is going to be something I'm going to be watching on the field a lot. I'm more concerned about that than anything else. Vehicles that pick up speed when they see a grenade coming at them, people that are shooting while moving, things like that. We're trying to keep the safety factor in and the play factor. It's not supposed to cause anxiety because nobody's calling their hit or they're not able to do what they got to do. No, it's there to enhance the gameplay.
They tip the balance. They are not the balance.
Yeah.
That's very important. They are a resource that can weigh in. They aren't the deciding factor for an engagement. That's what we're trying to avoid.
Yep.
Because it's about the boots on the ground. It's about the just players tromping around and squads of 10 going, I bet there's a box in that bush. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So we really want to emphasize and reward the hardworking players that are marching across the entire AO for this event.
Yeah. Yep.
So we do have gates open on Friday the 3rd at 12 noon. That's when we're going to allow first initial check-in, chrono, all that's going to be open. Vendor row will be open, all of that. There will be a JTF mission as it stands right now. There's JTF mission Friday evening. Starts at 5 p.m. Excuse me. 6, 7, 8, 9. Starts at 7 p.m. I gotta look. I gotta.
This is my boss.
It's actually on the ticket site. So there's 5 time slots, eight available per time slot. That's on the ticket site. There is some housing. The housing is not listed on the ticket site right now because I'm still waiting for the final number. They're trying to kick some people out for me, and they're also remodeling some of the other ones. So we do have a couple of the 3-bedroom, a couple of the 2-bedroom, and they're actually remodeling some more of the 1s and 2 bedrooms so we can have as many as possible. There's a large area for primitive camping as well as RV. So we've got all of that out there as well. None of this is lacking. All we did was add even more. So with the gameplay happening inside ISO camp, like we talked about, that's there as well. Ticket drop happens in 18 minutes. So as soon as this stream is over, tickets go live.
Hey, Greg, at other events at this AO, there used to be a dumpster. I could just dump all my primitive camping and RV rubbish and waste in. Tell me, will that happen again?
There's actually, so not only are there going to be there's some of the areas actually have functional bathrooms, not just porta potties. A lot of the buildings have been remodeled inside now. There's only one building that's not usable right now. Actually, correction. In the prison, there's one building, and that's the one that's demolished and it's taped off. Can't use it.
You can't miss it either. It's obliterated.
The RPG building.
There's one building.
Yeah.
There's one building in the villages that's not used. They actually converted it into a classroom, and that'll be blocked off as well. Other than that, everything goes. You guys are going to be able to play in the barn. The barn is available. We're going to be able to get you all the way out to the airfield and back and forth behind. We tried to get, from my understanding, we actually are using more square acreage than has ever been used before. Even when Doomsday ran, and that's only because we're no longer reserving ISO camp villages for living quarters and vendor row. We've actually taken out and turned it into play. So
you guys have to try to get on the gun range on the container, the 3-story container. They still have it out there, right? Or did they remove that?
I don't remember seeing that one.
Well then, hey, disregard last.
But almost everything is playable.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that's obviously going to be marked off. Don't climb anything. The waiver doesn't cover it. Don't climb anything.
Greg, there's a ladder. Greg, look, there's the ladder.
You'll be buried out there with the cows.
Greg,
it's not going to happen.
The prison door, it moves. Close it, right?
If you close it, it takes 3 hours at a minimum to get you out. Good for you. Thanks for your money.
Greg, the toilet. There's a toilet in the prison cell.
Oh no, not the prison cells. Some of the toilets do actually work though in some of the buildings. So
don't say that. Why did you do that?
Just saying. That's what they've told me.
Cut this out. Cut this out.
Air conditioning has been turned on in some of the buildings. They've actually done a lot of work in a lot of these buildings. So
yes. Wow. You Gravy Seal players are going to have a nice time in certain buildings. Meal Team 6 will rise again at this event. No, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, you've been through it.
No, roofs are closed. No roofs.
No roofs. Oh my god.
So, game starts at 10 a.m. Saturday morning. We will be doing. I know Top, you mentioned it earlier. I can probably scroll back to it at some point. Top mentioned it. We do have. Where is it? Jeez. There it is, right there. There we go. So we're gonna have the national anthem being sung by Melrose. She's gonna kick us off with that, and then game starts at 10, runs until.
Runs until. Oh my god!
The timeline, yeah.
I got it put on the spot. No,
I think the timeline was.
I got the timeline. I got you. Timeline.
1400, right?
Index is at 6:30 p.m.
Oh, we weren't doing a break. No
We
break.
are doing a break.
Where's the break?
Oh, for Evil 1, the
Evil 1 break. Yeah.
Evil 1 index is at 1:30.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. So 13:30 from 10 a.m. to 13:30. That's Evo 1.
I take all my insults back earlier about not remembering
Right?
things. You asked me one question, my brain still went to Toledo.
So then we break there. Get back on the field, play again till I believe it was 1800.
6:30.
All right, 18:30. And then night game starts at dusk, which we assumed. I think we looked it up. Was at
The
Or-
night game starts at 9 p.m.
wait until it got dark. Yep. Dark.
There's a
dark.
rally at 8:30.
Yep.
First board, whatever needs to be done, and then 9 p.m. start X and 11 p.m. NX.
Night game occurs. Then after that, do what you want. Be up ready in time because Sunday morning we decided to start. I don't know why I keep putting it away.
Yeah.
Sunday morning we're kicking off at
Formation at 8:45, start X at 9, index at 12, raffle at 1, and everybody go home by 3.
Yep.
Get out.
Be off my field.
Get.
We already have a bunch of sponsors. We're going to be putting everybody up on the banner here shortly. This is the first time I've actually had an event with sponsorship. Usually I just run them myself, so this has been kind of cool.
We have a breaking news story coming in currently. Tops himself has been jailed for a recent comment in this very stream insulting Freddie. Now, he has been put into Facebook jail due to a passing comment
What
about
happened? For
Freddie's
real?
character. I am so serious. Tops just messaged me saying what he commented about you, Freddie. He got put in Facebook jail from this live
No,
stream.
sir. Really?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I don't know. I'm going to message
Oh,
him.
that's terrible.
Keep going, but
That's 2 people 2 days that you've been on with Sal that actually got thrown into Facebook jail.
He said he wanted to shoot me.
there you
Nabbed
go.
him.
Full AO for night or just the prison? Just the prison. I do not trust you guys on the full AO at night. No way.
There's alligators.
60 went out. 20 came back.
You're all polite, twisted ankles, people falling off of buildings, someone will catch on fire. I trust none of you. You're all
Yeah,
sick.
just the prison, guys. Just
Yeah.
the prison.
Florida man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Florida man.
You see that guy they saw out in the Everglades in his underwear eating a bagel? And they're like, what are you doing out here? He's just some crackhead, like, I don't know. He's like miles away from society. That will be the night game if we open up the
That
whole
was
layout.
actually the guy that Sal tried to get before he got Dale.
Right. Well, that guy, he thought of him, and then Dale just happened to be like drinking a coffee.
Dale was
in the
at,
same
he's
room.
like, I'm over here.
Yeah.
You know, I used to
I was-
play that game
It's on
too.
the beach. They didn't.
So, this I really think I'm really looking forward to this. I think that what we're putting together is great. I think that what you guys are actually doing, really, I mean, he's writing it, we're putting it on, but you guys are running it. That's the bottom line. Once whistle blows, it's on you guys.
It may be our world, but you're living in it.
Yeah, I just took the thought out of my head, man. So-
This is I can't say enough, and I will keep saying it. My gratitude to you guys for actually being willing. Shut up,
Tiniest
you.
violin. I'm just so thankful that you know my name.
Why they didn't abandon you? I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Your parents, I mean.
Here.
Oh God.
My heart.
So let's see. 750. We got any questions? Anybody in the chat got any questions for your leadership here?
If not, we could just have Freddie talk shit for the last 10 minutes.
Freddie, have you picked an XO yet?
Oh, great
So-
question.
So like I'm taking resumes. Let's make sure that is 12-point font, double spaced. Okay? You're gonna submit that through my S3. Wait, I don't have an S3. Fuck. I got work to do. I got some work. No, you know what? I kind of I know how hard it can be to be like, oh, which side do I want to play? Guys, just come out and choose a side. And if you want to be a leader, step up to the plate, and I'll give you a shot. And, you know, if you suck, the players will let you know. I promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas, as the game runner and game writer, green light on Miami Tiger Stripe. Enjoy looking like you drive a chromed out 92 Toyota. There you go.
That's my HR department.
I'm Googling Miami Tiger Stripe right now.
You are going to be disappointed.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And Thomas, I 100% am picking on you.
But to be honest with you, it is more green than some other uniforms I've seen out there.
Yeah.
To be fair,
it's greener than the 5 subsequent players that are going to show up.
It's turquoise and black.
That's like 1980s, like 8-bit Nintendo. I love it.
Yeah.
He actually he has to come and play with a Mac 10 with a giant tube. He's got to, you know, that's what he has to do.
And afterwards, we're watching Saved by the Bell reruns.
There it is.
See, just as long as he takes get his hand all white and just slap his face with it around his nose, it'd be awesome, dude.
Right there, just a big Coke line right there. We'll be good.
Yes.
Just
that's
like
the kind of game.
Starts the game. You'd be nothing without me.
Those of you that are thinking about leadership positions, I will say this: having done it, actually under Freddie, please, if you really want to take it kind of serious. There are guys that want to do well at these games, so really take it serious and know that it's going to take time out of your life for the next 2 months. There are things that you're going to have to do if you're taking some kind of squad, team, platoon, whatever level leadership you're going to take. It's going to take time. You're going to have to be doing organization. If you're not willing to do it, if you're not willing to give it that level of seriousness, and you just want to play under somebody, fine, no harm, no foul. Mm-hmm. Please don't take the position if you're not willing to do it, though.
Start a Discord group. Start a Facebook Messenger group. If you are not going to be the commander of victory, be the coordinator of fun is the best advice I could give, or vice versa. You don't want, and it's as serious as you take it, and it's as fun as you make it. Mm-hmm. Just from experience.
Yep.
So Tats, does that mean you guys are coming? Steve, Tom, are you guys coming down? Am I getting a commitment right here? Putting you on the spot.
Dark Horse 6. Dark Horse 6. Dark Horse.
It's okay.
6.
He'll say yes, and then he'll pull us out. So it's okay. I don't mind.
That is not the nomenclature. This is not. Gee, why doesn't Sal want to be here?
Why does Sal not like me?
Why is he dodging me?
Damn.
Tiny Smilin. I miss him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Like my dad.
Huh?
And it's the awkward silence.
Oh shit! All right, and we're trying, but doesn't look promising. You know, it's killing me if I can't be there.
You sound like a weather reporter. We have a projection of some cloud cover here. Part might rain.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Steve. What are you doing?
We can figure this out, I'm sure.
Sell a kidney. Let's go.
Wow. I don't think Steve has any kidneys left. He was. I think COVID took both his kidneys.
I'm a tier 1 operator. I had to give up a kidney to show up to this op.
You give up a kidney, I'll give you a free ticket.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was.
Oh god. Well, if you come down, you play this game. You stay a week. You go up and play. You can go up and play. Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Is it 1 week or 2 weeks after?
I think it's 2 weeks apart because
2 weeks. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's
we have
2
a lot
weeks.
of Southern trips. Ugh. Don't sound like you're unhappy.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me pin that.
Let's see. Yeah. A lot of Southern trips. Ugh. You're leaving.
They're all
New
Southern
York,
trips, guys.
Florida. Yeah. Nobody's going to New York to play.
You're lucky.
Especially not in the winter.
There we go. Look at that.
We call it a face.
Yeah, we have a lot of Southern trips. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Tom. I have to travel and have fun. It's so hard being me.
Oh my god. And he'll never show up now.
It's
Thank
true.
you.
I'm gonna wake up with. It's gonna be great when you see my cold corpse and he's standing over me.
He used to like me.
Sure.
I thought he did. I tell myself that people like me.
Wow, this is Quite the tangent.
Snow games.
Hello.
All right, so not that this is going to get underailed by any means. Any other questions? Anything that we got 5 minutes left. Thank you guys for staying on the whole time. I appreciate it. I know I told you initially 15 to 30, but he talks too much, so it's whatever. Once the tickets open, we start getting people going. There is actually, I did leave this part out. Tickets is probably best I say. Are 175 for the month of December. After the month of December is over, they go up to 190 for the latecomers. So I would suggest getting in there, getting the tickets as soon as possible. JTF tickets are listed as well. Those are $70 for JTF. If we get enough people wanting them, if that fills up fast, we'll open up a second night for JTF.
And just real quick, shout out to Echo 4 and Alex Fallon for creating an amazing JTF scenario. What is it? I don't know, but quite frankly, he's doing it, so it's going to be spectacular. I don't even have to guess how good it'll be. Never fails.
And Freddie, I know you got something coming up next week. Is that right?
I know. This weekend we got a Toys for Tots game up in Ocala. So if you're in Florida and you're willing to drive, come on out to Wasteland. It's going to be a good time. We got some costume contests. Santa Claus is going to be there in his tactical sled. The track chair's been decorated with the 30 cal and all that. So come on out. It's going to be a good time. Bring a toy donation. Just a lot of fun.
Yep. And Sal, you've got guys. So this weekend it's a Saturday only game.
Yeah, Saturday only. You can get pre-reg tickets, $40, or they're $45 at the door with toy donation. There's going to be a big raffle, so it's all about pushing the Toys for Tots mission. We got the coordinator coming out with the truck to pick everything up at the raffle, so it's going to be a fun time.
Awesome. And Sal, you've got next one is Bone Crusher coming up.
Yep. We are
sold out though, yeah.
Yeah, we're completely sold out, man. Another one when we did Bone Strike. I'm sorry, we sold out in like 3 days, and then Bone Crusher was about 5 days. So, guys,
3 days losing your magic, damn.
I know, right? There is a wait list, so as guys are coming and going, we're letting people know on the wait list, hey, so and so selling his ticket, jump on it. Expanded AO, so much bigger. All weapon classes are open. And then Stonebreaker tickets dropped this weekend.
So good.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Me and Coach are going to be heading up to Reindeer Games here in 2 weeks. Going to have a good time. It's going to be a father-son weekend for both of us. So
it was kind of passing, but if you have the chance, go to Stonebreaker. You will not regret it. It is a great AO. Again, run by Sal, great crew. If you have the opportunity, go to Stonebreaker. Can say it was an excellent time.
And Dale is doing dinner this weekend, so that's we've got that going on.
Yep.
Mom said I get to cut the turkey next Thanksgiving. Yeah.
So no, guys, we're open for up to right now. Tickets are out 200 each side, so 400 players total. Should we hit that fast enough? I'll open up 100 more. We're maxing out at 500 players for this AO. And I mean, if we get more than that, God bless you. Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do to get more open. But the folks that own Force Center said 500 max. But I mean, I'd love to see 500 plus. That'd be awesome.
Question for Sal, real quick. Stonebreaker release next weekend from Steve Tom.
We're trying to get them open this weekend. We've got to answer Steve Tom's question. Everything's locked in. We're just trying to see about a couple of logistics questions.
He's very excited for that.
Yeah, he can't wait to go to that.
Yeah. So I got one more phone call to make, and we got a decision we have to make regarding a couple of add-ons to Stonebreaker. So once we figure that out, we'll launch ticket sales. I'm pretty sure we'll launch it this weekend. We just got to figure it out.
And with that, Stonebreaker tickets are opening up soon. Our tickets are opening up right when we were
Literally,
concluded.
they're open right now. Actually,
They're open right now.
Yep.
Stay tuned for.
It would help if I added that to the page. By the way, I realized I forgot to do that.
Are we professionals or what?
Not at all. I totally forgot to do that. It's okay. I'll go ahead and add those right now.
Do that, please.
Any closing remarks? Anybody got anything left to say?
Go green team.
My man.
Go Navy.
Suck it, green.
Suck it green.
Suck it green. There we go. A consummate.
There's a guy wearing.
Put that on a t-shirt. Suck it green.
Suck it
I love
green.
it. I would wear that shirt. I would wear it.
And now we have new merch.
Oh,
event.
done in the cap. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you, gentlemen, so much. I really do appreciate it, and I look forward to doing this thing in a couple months. We're gonna be there.
Yep. Have a
Appreciate
great
you guys.
Christmas.